Hello everybody, welcome back. For those of you that are new here, I'm Ricky and we live on Connerty Meadows farm. I just thought I'd do a quick walk around today, just a quick update on a few things. The goats and sheep are absolutely thrilled to be out on pasture. So these in the middle here, it's fenced because we have our apple trees there. We have apple trees down this strip as well. So we actually just run the goats in little strips, and then they always have access to this section here, which is always shady for them, which they very much enjoy. So they've got the panels down there. For anyone that was asking, the paneling that we use, the stuff here, it's electric netting, and it's just hooked up to a fencer. So this stuff is fully movable. I move this around usually every 3 or 4 days, depending on what I'm doing and how much area I need to give them. So we actually just gave them this area yesterday. They were in here for about half the day before we flipped them over to the winter field, where there is a little bit more shade, and to help prevent them from bloating because of eating too much of the green stuff. So yesterday we sheared Mary, and the day before we sheared Snowflake, and let's pop down and I'll show you what that looks like. So what exactly does shearing mean? Well, shearing means that you are basically giving the sheep a haircut. You do not it doesn't hurt them, and it's actually really good for them. If they do not get sheared, then they can get really, really sick and really, really hot. Imagine wearing an extremely big, fat wool sweater all summer long and not be able to get rid of it. You'd get pretty sick too. So shearing is actually a good thing to do for them, despite what you might hear otherwise. And they quite enjoy being sheared. Hello, little Miss Lil. You've already had your bottle. You do not get another one. She is not so little anymore, is she? Oh, so here everyone's coming to say hello. Hey guys. No, the camera's not for eating. So there they are. They're hard to distinguish from the goats now because they're naked. You can see that they're babies. So their babies are too young to be sheared yet. They don't need to be sheared in the first year. It's only after the subsequent summers that they would need to be shaved or sheared. So this is Snowflake, and as you can see, she looks way more comfortable, and same with Mary. So, and as you can see, everybody is like totally stuffing their faces. And I have followers. All right, guys. All right. You can tell which ones get bottles, huh? Yesterday, I had noticed that all of my fruit trees had these horrible tent caterpillars all over them. And I couldn't find my BT. So what I did instead was I mixed some soapy, very, very soapy water in my spray bottle, and I just sprayed the poop out of these, and it smothered them all. So hopefully all my apple trees will be okay. Literally every single apple tree was covered. So I'm glad I caught them. Well, they were still really little. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that this is my favorite kind of flower. So I have purchased this one new this year. And look, they're beautiful. Spiral gardens looking really good. Just finishing hardening off the plants that need to go in the spaces. And this is the one I had purchased last year. And as you can see, there's going to be piles of flowers on there too. And then you guys got to see this. The colors are stunning. Just stunning. Look at those purples. Aren't those something else? I'm sure the video is just not doing these guys justice. Look at that. And it looks really nice with the pinks and the purple tulips from the Tulip Festival last year. Just beautiful. Yesterday was the first time these guys have been out in the sun all day. So I'm working on hardening them off so I can get them sold. They have been out in the sun for portions of the day. You just don't want to do it all at once. It's called hardening off. So these guys are hardening off really, really well. Everybody's looking pretty good in here. There's some that are a little spindlier. And I think that those are the ones that were under the new grow lights I bought, which I didn't find as good a quality. So that would explain why they look the way they do. I'll show you these guys. Just show you the other side. And look. I think that's a wasp though. This past week we have also been clearing and chipping the trail down to the creek. And so we took a bunch of the cedars and we've stripped them. We're going to take these strips and put them back in the sugar bush in the low spots to help bring the ground level up a bit. But these are going to be for putting the next layer up on the raspberry beds, and some of them will also be for the start of the pergola. And this is the area that we've been cleaning. So the tree line actually used to extend to right about there. You can see the quad tracks going down. And actually a lot of the trees would fall over onto the quad path. So now it's much more open. I think we're still gonna take a few more of the buckthorn out down here. They're horrible trees anyway. Big nasty gashes that they give you. So our hope is that if we open this all up in here, we will leave the hardwood trees standing, so any maple or oak or ash or anything like that, we're gonna leave standing. So like that one, this one, this spindly little one, that spindly little one. But this buckthorn here, we're gonna be taking it all out and then chipping all the stuff in there. We also found a double roll of barbed wire in here, which is actually really, really dangerous. So we're going to be taking that fully out. And the plan is eventually to fence this whole area down here so that the goats can have this as an extended winter pasture. And then we'll make use of some of the other cedars in here for the pergola as well. But we really opened up in here, and we're really hoping that we can encourage some green growth, having it open up like that. So yeah, you can see like this was so overgrown, like literally it like came to here. You can see like we had to cut a whole bunch of the trees, but it really opened it up down here. And we had found that old cement mixer when we first moved in. I'm going to take the feet part of it off, and then we're going to probably drag it up to the front, and I'll like put it on its side and maybe make like flowers spilling out of it or something. We'll do something with it just because it's pretty neat. It's really old, heavy, made in Canada kind of deal. It's one of those things that's just pretty neat. Oh look, Toronto. So the body of it is in really good condition, just it's missing the wheel, and that wheel's broken, and then the frame is just really wobbly for the size of it. So the 3 hascaps that had drowned are actually doing really good. This one that didn't have any growth and I was worried about actually has growth now, so yay! We have a mama duck that has some ducklings. I'm gonna let her out with her babies today and see how she does. Wow, oh my goodness. It's a full house in here. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, nothing, 1, 1. It's a busy place to be today. Goodness me. Are you guys gonna give me more eggs? Yeah. You coming, Mama? Are you coming with those babies? Yeah, come on. Come on, girl. I'll leave. There she comes. I figured if I backed out of the coop, she might come out. Oh, there comes the babies. Just gonna check everything out, make sure it's safe for the babies. They're so cute. Happily munching. Warm out there. She is not near as hot as she was before she got sheared. Slightly overcast today, even though it's going to be stinking hot again. Oh guys, look at this. I forgot to show you. Look, the hot plant's doing really good. And look at these. So these were volunteers in the garden. I don't remember if you would have seen. They were in the garden and I said, oh, I got to pull them out. And I pulled them out and I transplanted them into here. And look at them. They're already putting buds off. Everything looks really good. This garden's very lush and full. And these are the ones that were in the ground here. This is the comfrey. And perked right up and it's doing really well in here. Now I have all these blackberries. It's hard to tell what they're doing yet. They look like sticks, but so that group right there looks like just like a whole bunch of weeds, but I planted flowers in there. So I've planted zinnias. You can see them. Zinnias and cosmos. So we'll see what comes up. And then there's sunflowers in here as well. So yeah, this is going to be all pretty at some point too. It's definitely dressing up the front of the chicken coops. Got some little hanging baskets with some pretty flowers in them too. Now we just need to get the paint on the coops and they'll look really sharp. Just a quick look down my fence line. See it jigs over and then around the apple trees and then back over and then around the apple trees. So you can see this is what we're trying to protect. These guys, and like look how holy this all is from those stupid caterpillars. Don't worry, I got them all. I couldn't find the BT, but soapy water works really well too. Hey girls, how's everybody doing? Just listen to them, like they're hoovering. That's Snowflake panting and eating at the same time. So she sounds like she's snorting. Look at the strawberry plants. All the flowers down the row. So this one and this one are June bearing and they all have piles of flowers. And then the other bearing usually come a little bit later and they don't have any flowers quite yet. These guys do. We have some chicks in the cackalack. These guys are just grow out and they're all for sale. I hatched them to sell them this year. Unfortunately, they're not out at night just because all the netting is being used for the goats at the moment. So anyway, so for those of you that would have watched a previous video, you would have actually seen this without the tarp on way down by the chicken coops at the end of the apple orchard. This is what it looks like with the tarp on. And then, of course, we just move this around. I do know there's some people that leave it without putting electric netting around it. I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So the chicks right now are out during the day and then they just go back into their brooder at night in the garage. It's just safer. I would rather not lose them, so especially considering I'm selling them. So anyway, they're happy and healthy out here. They get out on grass and this is the same thing we do for the meat kings, and once the meat chickens come, I'll do a whole video on them. Oh, the sheep get the hottest the fastest, so they've come to lay down in the shade and get a drink. It's so funny, they're hot, but they'll all snuggle together, so wool on wool. Oh, you poor girls. I mean, it's overcast and there's a nice breeze. And they're still so hot. I feel so bad for them. I feel much better though that they're sheared. They're way more comfortable since they've been sheared. Look at them all snuggling together. Good. And then the goats are like, yeah, we're too busy stuffing our faces. All right, I gotta go in and make a bottle. There's a couple baby goats there. Tariel's babies, even though they're drinking from her, she was so sick and she has the 3 of them that she wasn't producing enough milk. I still top up those 2 twice a day with a bottle. So I'm just gonna go grab the bottle, and if they cooperate, maybe I can get that on video for you. Let's go ahead and make our bottle. So when you make baby bottles from powdered milk, it's done in measurements. So I'm just going to fill this to 500, and we're filling it with very, very warm water, not hot, just warm. And then we're going to put the powder in it. All right. So the powder is actually weighed out. So this is actually one of the scales that I use when I'm doing small batches of soap. And just like baby formula, it's in a powder. So we're just gonna weigh it out. And we need, for 500, we need it to be 75. Oh. All right, well, we'll have to add a little bit more water when we go in. This is just a bottle left over from last night. This stuff's a little bit colder, so I'm just gonna mix it, warm it up a bit. I pour the extra milk in this one so that I can bring it out and top it up without bringing glass outside. All right, let's go feed some baby goats. Hopefully they'll come running and I don't have to go get them. Jane! Thor! Come on, guys! I might have to go and grab them. I have to shut them. Of course, Lil's coming. She's like, I want my bottle. Not for Lil's. Not for Lil's. Jane! I used to feed them in the field, but what happens when you have 2 bottle babies and a bottle sheep is they all try to drink from the same bottle, so it gets quite not fun. Hey Thor, come on. Come on. You coming, buddy? Let's get your bottle. Come on. Keep coming. All right, come on, bud. Hey, come here. Thor. Hey, come here. There we go. I don't know about where you guys are. This year, the mosquitoes are atrocious, even in the sun. Now there's a happy boy. Are you a happy boy? It's like, give me the bottle. And if you look, you can see Lil there. She's feeling a little dejected because she didn't get her bottle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish feeding Thor, and then I'm gonna feed Jane, and I'm gonna get out of these mosquitoes. I'll talk to you guys next time. Great to hang out with you again. See ya. Bye.